this era all day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah.
For April 23rd. We know you got a couple big time super matches set for that one. First one up being you versus Mike Ayello, right hand, best of 5. Now, we all know that I think it was about a year ago that you guys got to pull each other in Monster Michael Todd's tournament. And I think you guys met maybe in the finals, and you got the best of him that day. Is that correct?
I think he was we were each other's first or second match. It wasn't in the finals. He lost to Woody or to Don in the semifinals that day.
Just so everybody knows, Woody is Don Underwood, also a big time WAL star. So finish what you were saying.
Yeah. So I pulled, I think I pulled him second match. I think I pulled Woody first round. Then I pulled Mike second round, and then I think I pulled Tony Tomlinson. You know, it was a pretty stacked class, but it was close. I mean, it was a good match. We pretty much stalemated in the center, and he tried to readjust his hand and rotate, and when he did, I hit through and was able to get the win. He's got great power. He's another one of those guys that if you don't try to go around him, he's tough. He's very tough to beat inside.
So I know you both had a match before that, but was it were you guys considered being fresh, or you guys were both spent that day?
No, I would say we were both pretty fresh at that moment. I don't remember who he pulled first match, but I know he pretty much crushed everybody but me and Don. So he didn't have any, to my knowledge. I'd have to go back and watch the whole live, but I don't think he had any tough matches other than that.
Now, how does your style match up with his? Do you like how it goes against him?
Yeah, I feel like we're both trying to do the same thing. We're both trying to go inside and be shoulder committed and go sideways. I don't think anybody be fighting for hand position or height. It's going to be going to come down to who's got more power.
Okay. So the key you're saying is who's going to kind of hit and get in their position first, do you think? Or
I don't know if it's going to come down to who gets position first. I think it'll just come down to who is actually stronger.
Okay. Now, is there any specific training that you're doing different, or is it the normal Corey West training?
Yeah, I'll start ramping up all the lifts that I think are important for being able to pull inside. I'll build my pec strength up and my lat, my back, and we'll just meet in the middle and see where it goes.
Now, do you have any specific training partners you're going to bring in for this to kind of simulate Mike's style?
No, I don't have any. Won't do anything different. I did think about going out, not just for this match, but me and Cody have talked about me and Julie coming out to Utah and pulling around left-handed before I pull any other events. So it won't necessarily be in preparation for Karl Stanley, but it'll be before the match. So look at it however you want if we end up going out there.
So just so everybody knows, you're referring to Cody Merritt, who's #1 in North America, left hand. And that also leads us to your second big match going on April 23rd. And that's going to be against Florida's own Karl Superman Stanley. So Karl's been making a tear lately with his left hand. I think he just did very well at the Olympia in Orlando. And so what do you expect from that big match with Karl?
Man, Karl seems like a nice guy. I know he's strong. Luckily he's got a move that I'm pretty used to. He's got a shoulder press. That's Michael's big thing that he likes to do left-handed. So I'm pretty used to that. Not, we'll see how it goes, but I think my tendon relocation and being moved down the bicep, down the forearm a little. I think my left's special at this point. It took a little while to get there, and it was a little mentally tough to, to struggle to beat. Like, I think I went to the IFA Nationals and had a little bit of trouble. I mean, I won like 4 weeks or 5 weeks after I got released to compete left-handed. And Alex, can't remember his last name. He's Russian. He's from Orlando, or he lives in Orlando now. Him and Karl pull a lot. And I think he's got a winning record on Karl currently. Anyways, it was tough. It was a lot tougher than I expected, and my hand didn't work right. And it just seemed like I was kind of different, not as good. And mentally, it kind of made me think I would never be as good. Luckily, me and Cody are pretty good friends, and he's like, man, I had the same surgery. Just wait. And, yeah, I think it's there. I think it's going to be something different.
We just remind everybody how that all happened, your injury and when it happened.
Man, I think the injury happened. You remember when we met in Lindale?
TAL3? Oh,
no.
Waxahachie.
Yeah. And I pulled around with Travis, and he was all cheating the grip, and I started messing around with my hand busted back already and stuff. I never did recover well from that. I just always had a bunch of pain in my forearm. And then I tried to pull Michael some and had some pain in my forearm. And then I tried to pull Cody at Fallen Heroes, more pain in I think I just set myself up with I think I set myself up in a bad situation pulling somebody like Dave Chafee, and I think I had a partially torn bicep.
So just so everybody knows, so Corey's talking about he was at one of our events in Waxahachie, and we got him on video. I'm actually going to put that up now that you just said that, because I was videoing it. We got you pulling with John Brezink with the right, and then we had you going against Travis Bajent with the left, and that's when you said you tweaked it or something. And then it was a couple of months after that we went over to Idaho, and you were at TAL3, Jeff Frank's big production, and you pulled Dave Chafee over there, and that's where you popped your bicep, your distal bicep tendon, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And how long of a recovery was that for you?
Man, I don't remember exactly. I think I'd have to go back and see when that IFA national event was, but I had surgery on, I think it was December 16th. I could be wrong, but that sounds about right. And I don't know what are those 3-4 months deals to get back to. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it was just more mental than it was physical.
Yeah, it was. I actually was at that event. I got to see the whole thing go down, and which was pretty amazing that day was that you popped your bicep tendon going against Dave Chafee, and then you still had another super match to go against Wayne Withers' right hand, and you said you were still good to go, and everybody was a little like hesitant, like, you sure about this? And Corey was like, I got this, whatever, and you went and got the win over Wayne, which was pretty impressive that day, even with a pop bicep tendon on the left.
Yeah, it didn't really make that much of a difference on my right. I didn't know how that would work, but if it had been somebody like Mike Ayello, where we'd have been really tied up inside, and I'd have really been trying to close everything in and get tight. But with Wayne, I really just needed my right hand to do most of the work and get me in a position where he wasn't strong, and then just pull through him.
I got to say that was a very impressive day, and I also bonded with you that day, kind of in a way, because 2 weeks before that is when I popped my bicep tendon. So I kind of was kind of guiding you and telling you what to expect and all that. So that was pretty cool in that part, to make a positive out of a negative.
Yeah, you've done both now, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm an expert, brother. I popped my right one first, and then it was 1 year to the date, the exact same day. It was August 23rd, which now I know I will never arm wrestle again on August 23rd. I popped my left bicep tendon, and that was actually at your protege's seminar that I threw in Petaluma that day. So moving on to the third big super match we set that day, I also wanted to get your breakdown of is John Breda is going to be pulling left hand against Jordan Sill in a best of 6 with a 7th round if needed. Now, Jonathan Breda is also the organizer of this great event. Him and Matthew Chop Bertrand, and along with Italia ArmWrestling Promotions, is all behind this. So just wanted to get your thoughts on that match between Jordan and John.
I would, which I know Jonathan way better, so I may be biased, but you know, Jonathan's left whenever it's in a good place is really, really good. I've seen him, you know, beat Pablo. I've seen him beat Rikers, and I mean, just I've seen him beat a lot of guys that, you know, that were really good. I would, if the match was right-handed, I'd say Jordan all day. But being left-handed, I think he's gonna look impressive.
Very cool. So also, John Breda's also got another big match coming up February 12th. He'll be pulling Zerup left hand in East versus West. Do you have any knowledge of Zerup?
No.
Well, I just from the pictures, you know, I haven't seen Zerup pull, but the dude looks like a beast, man. Jacked as all hell, looks like a bodybuilder and all. But I also know that, you know, looks and appearance really could be deceiving in all this. So, you know, I want to just wish John Breda the best with his match on February 12th as well.
Yeah, he's the guy pulling Bath right-handed too, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope both those guys do well for sure.
So I just wanted to thank you, Corey, for coming on tonight. I also wanted to wish you the best of luck on your 2 big super matches coming up on April 23rd. And I just wanted to give you any last words before we call it a night?
No, I'm good. I appreciate you having me.
Well, thank you very much, Corey, and looking forward to April 23rd. Have a great night, brother.
You too.